Dear students, today I am going to discuss another important unit in plus one, equilibrium. I am Dr. R. Gunasekaran, Professor of Chemistry, who is taking class for you. What is equilibrium? How it will occur? Where it will occur? Let us see. Equilibria is a plural or important in numerous biological and environmental processes. Equilibria are important in numerous biological and environmental processes. Two examples here I want to point out. One is equilibrium involving oxygen molecule and hemoglobin. That is the equilibrium. Number two, evaporation of a liquid in a closed container. So vapor and liquid, they are in equilibrium. So the most important information is equilibrium will always obtained only in a closed shell, closed container, closed system. Please remember. Now, what are the characteristics of equilibrium? We must know. Number one, equilibrium is possible generally in a closed vessel. I told you, closed vessel. In thermodynamic point of closed system at a given temperature. Number two, equilibrium will be dynamic. What is the meaning of dynamic? That is, when both forward and backward process occur at same rate. That we'll call it as dynamic equilibrium. Both forward and backwards are equal, then we'll call it as dynamic equilibrium. Number three, all the measurable properties of the system remains constant in equilibrium. Number four, one of the parameters usually or generally remain constant. 5. The magnitude of such quantity at any stage indicates the extent to which the reaction has proceeded before reaching equilibrium. Kindly follow. These are the characteristics. So when you say the equilibrium, I can classify into two types. One is physical equilibrium, another is chemical equilibrium. What is physical? What is chemical? Physical without any change in chemical composition. Chemical means change in composition, that we know already. So let me give you an example. First, equilibrium in physical changes. Solid ice converted into liquid water is an equilibrium. Physical example. Physical equilibrium. Then liquid in equilibrium with gas. Water and water vapor in a closed container. Example. Third one, solid and gas in a closed vessel. That is iodine kept in closed vessel. That is sublimation. So these three important examples, equilibrium in physical process. Let me come for equilibrium in chemical process. Here, process occurs both in forward and backward directions. The process occurs both forward as well as backward direction. At equilibrium, the rate of forward and rate of backward, the process become equal. This equilibrium is called dynamic equilibrium. So if any question is asked, what is dynamic equilibrium? You can define dynamic equilibrium is one where rate of forward reaction equal to rate of backward reaction at a particular temperature. Now, types of equilibrium, I told you physically and chemically I classified. Now what I want to classify into another type, one is chemical equilibrium, another is ionic equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium, another is ionic equilibrium. So first let me start with chemical equilibrium. A chemical equilibrium is one where the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction in a reversible reaction. Very, very simple. In all reversible chemical reaction, we are getting an equilibrium. That equilibrium is called a chemical equilibrium. Kindly follow. For simple example, the reaction velocity versus time, if you plot, we are getting an equilibrium point. That means the reaction velocity of forward reaction going on decreasing with the time, whereas backward reaction going on increasing with the time, and they meet a point. That point is called the end point. Equilibrium point. So what you are seeing is approach of equilibrium in a reversible reaction. Now, the chemical equilibrium I can further classify into two types. One is homogeneous, another is heterogeneous. It is depending upon the phase, the number of phases. Only single phase, all gaseous, will say homogeneous. So solid and liquid or liquid and gas will say heterogeneous. Let me concentrate now. Let me take first homogeneous chemical equilibrium, a number of examples. As per our syllabus, you have first three they are in your syllabus, and the fourth one I have given extra. One is the reaction between H2 gas plus I2 the gas, reversible arrow 2HI gas, delta H value minus 10.4 kilojoules. The second one, PCl5 reversible arrow gas, PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas, delta H equal to plus 87.9 kilojoule. This is endothermic. Third is formation of ammonia. 1 mole of N2 plus 3 moles of H2 gas, reversible arrow 2NH3 gas is an exothermic, delta H equal to minus 91 kilojoules. The last one, 2 moles of sulfur dioxide gas, 1 mole of oxygen gas to give 2 moles of sulfur trioxide, exothermic, delta H equal to minus 385 kilojoules. So all these four reactions, homogeneous equilibrium, examples of homogeneous because both reactants and products are in gaseous space. Now, let me go for the heterogeneous equilibrium. Just I want to give two examples, familiar example. One is decomposition of calcium carbonate. Kindly follow. Please follow. This is in a closed container. That is the most important, closed vessel. Without closed vessel, equilibrium will not be obtained. If it is an open vessel, the carbon dioxide, after carbon dioxide, there will be arrow at the pointing upward will be shows. That means gas is going into the atmosphere. That is irreversible. Kindly follow. So, first one, decomposition of calcium carbonate. 1 mole of calcium carbonate on reversible with calcium oxide 1 mole and carbon dioxide 1 mole. This is called heterogeneous. So, calcium carbonate solid, calcium oxide solid, carbon dioxide gas. The second one, this is the corrosion of iron example, oxidation of iron example, we'll call it as corrosion. 3 mole of iron solid, 4 moles of water liquid to produce 1 mole of Fe3O4 plus 4 moles of hydrogen gas. So this is solid iron, liquid water, solid Fe3O4 and gas 4 mole H2. The Fe3O4 is a mixed oxide. It is a mixture of FeO plus Fe2O3. If you mix these two, you will get the Fe3O4. So these two examples are heterogeneous equilibrium. Kindly follow. Now, let me come for the most important is law of mass action or equilibrium constant. Whenever there is an equilibrium, so we have to study equilibrium constant. According to Gullberg and Wadge, Norwegian chemist, so I can now define equilibrium constant. At constant temperature in a chemical reaction, reversible chemical reaction, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of active mass of the reactant. Kindly follow. The rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of active mass of the reactants. Suppose A and B are reactants, the rate is directly proportional to the product of the active mass of the reactants. Let me explain in detail, kindly follow. So let us assume now A moles of A reacts with B moles of B to produce C moles of C products and D moles of D. They are in equilibrium. So A and B, they are reactants. A and B are moles. Capital C, capital D, products. Small c, small d, moles. They are in the reversible equilibrium. Now, according to law of mass action, the rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to the product of active mass of the reactant. Product, what is the reactant? A is the reactants, the corresponding mole to the power A, and B reactant to the power B. Or, in order to equate, I am putting an constant where Kf. So, Rf is equal to Kf into A to the power of A into B to the power of B. Where Kf, rate constant for forward reactions. Please follow. Kf is the rate constant for forward reactions. Similarly, for backward reactions, RB, rate of backward reaction, is directly proportional to the product of the concentration of the products. That is C to the power of C and D to the power of D. Or simply I will equate RB equal to KB into C to the power of C into D to the power of D, where KB is the rate constant for backward reactions. Please follow. So we are getting now two constants. One is Kf, rate of forward, rate constant for forward reaction. Kb, rate constant for backward reactions. So this is the rate equation. Kindly follow. Rate equal to rate constant into the product of reactants. Let me continue. Now, at the equilibrium, dear students, please follow, rate of forward reaction equal to rate of backward reactions. That means we know what is the rate of forward and rate of backward. That is nothing but Kf into A to the power of A into B to the power of B equal to Kb into C to the power of C into D to the power of D. So this is Kf, Rf, this is the Rb. Or I can divide Kf by Kb so that is equal to, I am introducing a new term Kc, that is equal to the product by reactant. C to the power of C into D to the power of D divided by A to the power of A into B to the power of A. So this is the famous equation we are getting for rate constant. That means Kc rate constant, that is, kindly follow, at constant volume. So that is given as C to the power of C and D to the power of D divided by A to the power of A and B to the power of B. Kindly follow. Very, 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 very important. So what is Kc? Nothing but Kf by Kb. Rate constant for forward reaction divided by rate constant by backward reactions. So problem will be asked. So kindly remember. Okay, let me go now. So let me take another one. So for what I have discussed Kc, it is applicable both for solids and liquids. Kindly follow. Kc is applicable only for solids and liquids, but not applicable for gases. So in the case of gases, we have to derive separately. So let us assume again, A to the power of A, the chemical reaction, reversible reaction, B to the power of B, reversible arrow, C to the power of C, plus D to the power of D, all are gases. Let us assume all are gases. This is gas, this is gas, this is gas, this is gas, and A and B moles of the reactants, C and D the moles of the products. So as in the previous case, in the case of gases, I can now write Kp as in the case of Kc. So instead of active mass, I have written the reactant's active mass. Now I will write in the case of partial pressure. Pc to the power of C, kindly follow. Same way Pd to the power of D divided by Pa to the power of A into Pb to the power of B. Kindly follow. So this is the Kp. Kindly follow. So this is the equilibrium constant applicable for gases. The ratio of the partial pressure of the product of the product of the products. Partial pressure of the products divided by the partial product of the reactants. Kindly follow. Now, so relationship, I have a relationship between Kp and Kc. In the case of gases, I want to correlate. I know for ideal gas, in the case of gases, matter, unit, we have derived an ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT. Or I can write PV equal to N by V RT. What is N by V? Nothing but active mass. That means in the case of A, this is active mass. In the case of B, this is the active mass. In the case of C, this is the active mass. In the case of D, this is the active mass. So if it is A and B reactants, C and D products in the chemical reactions. Kindly follow. So I will substitute N by V equal to active mass, that is the within bracket for A, I am writing A. So for partial pressure of A, so I am now substituting an equation active mass of A into RT. Kindly follow. So this I will substitute in the equation. Kindly follow. What equation? I will follow now. There are partial pressures of A, B, C and D. For each one I will write now PA equal to the active mass of A into RT. PB active mass of B into RT. PC active mass of C into RT. PD active mass of D into RT. So let me substitute in the Kp equation the equilibrium constant. Kindly follow now. So this is we know for ideal gas Kp equal to Pc to the power of C and Pd to the power of D, Pa to the power of A and Pb to the power of B. Okay. Substituting the values of partial pressures of A, partial pressure of B, partial pressure of C, partial D in the above equation, we can get now. See, let me see now. I am substituting. So C, I am writing Pc, I am writing as CRT to the power of C. In the case of D, I am writing DRT to the power of D. In the case of A, I am writing ART to the power of A. In the case of B, I am writing BRT to the power of B. So a common factor I will take now. RT is the common factor. So I will take it out. So automatically C to the power of C into D to the power of D divided by A to the power of A into B to the power of B into RT within bracket C plus D. The C is nothing but the moles of products and reactants. Kindly follow. This is total number of moles of C and D products. This is the total number of moles of reactants. Kindly follow. This is the most important. Okay, let me come back here. Kindly follow now. So I will come back. So what is C to the power of C? Kc we know already. We know already Kc equal to, for the particular reaction, that is C to the power of C into D to the power of D divided by A to the power of A into B to the power of B. We have already derived equilibrium. So that for this value I will substitute Kc. But RT into C plus D minus A plus B. I told you already this is the total number of moles of products. This is the total number of moles of reactants. So I will write into that is R to the power of this. So I will write that is delta N. That means delta N equal to total number of moles of products minus total number of moles of reactants. Kindly follow. Reactants. That is delta N. So this is the final equation. We are having the relationship between Kp equal to Kc into RT to the power of delta N. So this you can apply for gases. It's a general equation. General equation. Now let me go for specific examples. There are 3 specific examples are given in the Samachir book, the Tamil Nadu syllabus. But 2 examples are given in the case of CBSE syllabus, that is NEET syllabus. Let me discuss 3 examples here. The first example is H2 plus I2 gas giving 2HI gas. It's a reversible reaction. Homogeneous. Delta H equal to minus 10.4 kilojoule exothermic. Delta N here nothing but 0. Kindly follow. Because 2 minus right side 2, left side 2. So total number is 0. N equal to 0. Then R to the power of 0 nothing but Kp equal to Kc. So since delta N equal to 0, Kp equal to Kc. Kindly follow. So I can conclude this way. Whenever total number of moles of reactant and products are same, in that case, Kp equal to Kc. That we will prove by deriving the equation as follows. Kindly follow me. Suppose I am going to derive for Kc. First, I am going to derive for Kc. That is concentration of liquid and solid, Kc. So H2 gas plus I2 gas, 2HI gas. So I am writing in this here H2 gas, I2 gas, HI gas. So initially, before starting the reaction, H2 1 mole, I2 1 mole, HI 0. No product is formed. But at equilibrium, the number of moles reacted at equilibrium. At number of moles reacted at equilibrium, let us assume X moles of A, that is H2, X moles of I2, it reacts at equilibrium. Okay. So X moles reacted means what is the original? 1 mole. So X is reacted means, so number of moles remaining at equilibrium is 1 minus X mole. 1 minus X mole in the case of iodine also. So 2X, that is HI, it is the X means 2X, it is the product form. Please follow. In the calculation, what we are taking is only the number of moles at equilibrium only we are going to take for calculation. Because all equilibrium constant involved. So at equilibrium we are going to take this. So now this is concentration. So I am expressing the concentration. Kindly follow. Kc means, so 1 minus X is the mole. That is the corresponding N value. So by V means you will get the corresponding active mass. Kindly follow. So 1 minus X V is nothing but active mass of hydrogen at equilibrium. Same way I2 1 minus X by V. Same way product HI 2X by V. Very, very important, easy, please follow. So with this, now I am going to substitute Kc. Kindly follow. What is Kc? From the equation HI to the power of 2 divided by H2 into I2. So HI I know 2X by V to the power of 2. H2 1 minus X by V into 1 minus X by V. This is for H2, this is for I2. Let me solve this, multiply this, I will get now finally Kc equal to 4x by x squared by y squared into V squared by 1 minus S squared. V squared cancel. So we are getting the equation Kc equal to 4s squared 1 minus s squared. Please follow. This is for Kc. You have to memorize. In the case of H2 plus I2 reversible arrow 2HI, what is the equation Kc? 4s squared by 1 minus x whole square. So now let us prove now. Kp also same because in this case Kc equal to Kp. So let us prove now that we'll go for again. If the initial concentration of H2 and I2 are equal to A, kindly follow, A and B. So we assumed 1 mole, 1 mole. Suppose if they are different, A and B, different moles, then equation will take a different form. What way? Kc equal to 4x squared by, instead of 1 minus x, A minus x into B minus x. So for different molecule also we can apply the same Kc equation, equilibrium constant. Now, let me calculate now. I can derive Kp in terms of x again. Kindly follow. For gases, I can derive now Kp. Kindly follow. So as usual, look at the equation. H2 gas plus I2 gas, reversible arrow to Hi. H2 gas, I2 gas, 2Hi gas. So initial number of mole, as usual, 1 mole, 0 mole product. Number of moles reacted, as usual, S mole reacted, X mole reacted, X mole of hydrogen reacted, X mole of iodine reacted. There is no formation of Hi. So number of moles remaining at equilibrium. At equilibrium, what is there? So 1 minus X moles of hydrogen, 1 minus X moles of iodine, 2X moles of Hi, it is available. Now, this is based on the mole. We are not giving the active concentration, based on the mole. So, I can now say total number of moles at equilibrium I am calculating. 1 minus X, the first case, second case 1 minus X, third case 2X. So plus 2X minus 2X cancel. So total will be 2 moles. That is the total number of moles at equilibrium. Kindly follow. So equilibrium concentration I can now write in terms of partial pressure. Kindly follow. That is 1 minus, that is X by 2 into P. Kindly follow. Partial pressure means, that is pressure, the correspondingly 1 minus X by 2 into total pressure. This is X, pH2. pH2 equal to 1 minus X by 2 into total pressure. Same way, Pi2 equal to 1 minus X by 2 into P. The same way for Hi, 2X by 2 into P. So everything, this is the actual partial pressure. Kindly follow. Because we are expressing Kp in terms of partial pressure. So let me substitute in the Kp equation. Kindly follow. For this equation, H2 gas plus I2 gas 2Hi. So Kp equal to, I can write Phi squared divided by Ph2 into Pi2. So we have already calculated the value pH2 square, we have calculated pH2 calculated, Pi2 calculated. Substitute now here. That is here pH1 1 minus X by 2 P, Pi2 1 minus X by 2 by P, and Phi 2X by 2 P. Kindly follow. The correspondingly the whole square, that is the correspondingly whole square. So what will happen now? Kindly, I am now rewriting that. Kindly follow. Kp equal to, so I already informed you, this is missing, that is whole square. So I am writing here 2x by 2 whole squared into p squared here. So 2 squared I am writing here. So p squared automatically. So 1 minus xp into 1 minus x by 2 by p. So when I substitute now 4s squared, I can write, kindly follow, 4s squared by 4 into p squared divided by, kindly follow, divided by 1 minus x into 1 minus x by 2. So when you calculate this, the automatically figure also 4 will come below, then that will go upward. So on finally you can get now 4s squared by 1 minus s squared. We can get now. So this is the same value as in the case of Kc. So in the case of Hi formation, Kp and Kc equal to 4s squared by 1 minus s square. Kindly follow. Okay, let me go for example 2. I will derive for Kc and Kp. In this case, number of moles of product and reactants are different. So here, Kp is not equal to Kbc. Kindly follow. Then Kp, that is total number of moles of reactant and product, delta N equal to 0 only, Kp equal to Kc. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say Kp is not equal to Kc. If it is not equal to 0, in this case, the delta N equal to 1. 2 minus 1, that is 1 is the answer. Kindly follow. So Kp equal to Kc r to the power of delta N equal to 1. So Kc into RT. Therefore, Kp is greater than Kc. So let us now derive now. First form, I will derive Kc in the case of PCl5 gas, reversible arrow PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas. So in the table column, as usual, PCl5, PCl3, PCl all gases. Initially, PCl5, 1 mole, product 0, 0. So number of moles reacted, X moles are reacted. So product again nothing, 0. So number of moles at equilibrium, 1 minus X, as usual, 1 minus X. Whereas, here, with the PCl5, 1 minus X. But PCl3 and Cl2, XX product formed is XX. X product PCl3 and X product Cl2 is formed. Kindly follow. At equilibrium, Cl3 is the reactant, so 1 minus X. But product 2 products, so X plus X. So PCl3X, Cl2X. So as usual, I am giving in the form of active concentration. So I am dividing throughout by V, that is N by V equal to active mass. Concentration. So 1 minus X by V, X by V, X by V. Now let me substitute in the corresponding Kc equation. You can see now. Now applying law of mass action for this equation, Kc equal to PCl3 right side into Cl2 by PCl5. So what is PCl3? X by V. What is Cl2? X by V. What is PCl5? 1 minus X by V. So if you solve this, S squared V divided by V squared into 1 minus X, V cancel. So what I will get now, S squared by V into 1 minus X. Kindly follow. So this is the answer. So Kc equal to S squared divided by V into 1 minus X. Kindly follow here, the term volume is involved here in this equation. Whereas when delta N equal to 0, pressure and volume is not involved, but here volume and pressure will affect the equilibrium. Okay, we will come later. So let me go for Kp, derivation of Kp for the same equations, PCl5, as usual, initial number of moles 1, 0, 0, again product, number of moles reacted X, number of moles remaining at equilibrium 1 minus X, this is X, that is X. But here, we are not calculating the active mass, only partial pressure. So total moles at equilibrium we have to calculate 1 minus X plus X plus X. That means minus X and plus X will cancel. So 1 plus X is the total mole at equilibrium. So the mole by total mole, that is into pressure, that is the partial pressure. Kindly follow. This is the mole fraction. Mole fraction, kindly follow. All the partial pressure equal to mole fraction into total pressure. That is the formula we are applying. 1 minus X by 1 minus X the total whole multiplied by P. Same way, X by 1 plus X into P. Same way, X by 1 plus X into P. Kindly follow. So now let me substitute in the equation. Now this is the equation. Reversible equilibrium equation. So Kp equal to product by reactant, partial pressure of PCl3, partial pressure of Cl2 divided by partial pressure of PCl5. So let me substitute the same thing. X 1 by X into P, X 1 by X into P, the 1 by 1 minus X divided by 1 minus X into P. So if you just multiply and divide. So you will get now the equation will come like this form, that is Kp equal to s squared p squared by 1 plus s squared into 1 plus x by 1 minus x into 1 by p, or cross over this. So I can now here 1 minus x to 1 plus x squared. So automatically 1 minus s squared. The top is s squared. The p cancel. So s squared p, and below 1 minus s squared. Kindly follow. So the idea here is because 1 plus x squared, top 1 plus x. So this is crossover, only 1 plus x. 1 plus x into 1 minus x, nothing but 1 minus s squared. So approximately I can give as Kp equal to s squared p, or this is the better equation. Kp equal to s squared p by 1 minus. So please follow Kp. Pressure is involved. This is different from Kc. Okay, now the third example, I am taking the formation of ammonia. This is the third example. This is not included in NEET syllabus or CBSE, but some maturity is there. Anyhow, it is my duty. This one also I will take. So it is easy. Now here 1 mole of nitrogen gas reacts with 3 mole of hydrogen gas to produce 2 moles of ammonia. Here right side 2 moles, left side 4 moles. So 2 minus 4 minus 2 is the delta n. Delta n equal to minus 2. Kindly follow. So Kp and Kc is not equal as usual. So equilibrium constant for this reaction Kc. Now for that what we have to do now, kindly follow. Consider the formation of NH3 in A moles of N2 and B moles of hydrogen. Gas are allowed to react in a container of volume V. Let X moles of N2 react with 3x moles of hydrogen to produce 2x moles of ammonia. So this is the explanation I have to give for all. So for simplicity I have neglected. Okay. So I am taking as usual the equations. Initial number of moles N2A and H2B. Kindly follow. I can say that is, you will say the 0. So number of moles reacted at equilibrium will be, this is x, this is 3x. Kindly follow. So number of moles at equilibrium, A minus x, this is B minus 3x. So this is 2x. So equilibrium concentration A minus x by V, B minus 3x by V, 2x by V. So let me substitute in the Kc equation. That is, what is Kc in this case? NH3 squared divided by N2 divided by H2 whole cube. So substitute here 2x by V whole square, A minus x V, here B minus 3x by V whole cube. So on expanding the equation, so I am getting the corresponding, this is the final equation. So I am writing this here itself, I will stop. That is the Kc. Kindly stop. I will stop here. Okay. The idea here it is V involved. Now, kindly follow. Now I am going to take the Kp. Kindly follow. For Kp I am going to derive N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. So in that case, as much A moles of N2, B moles of H2 and 0. Moles reacting X, this is 3X, this is 0. So A minus X, B minus 3X, this is 2X. So total equilibrium concentration, kindly follow. I can now write A minus X, B minus 3X, this is 2X. So we will add now and see here. So now I can write, this is the equation we know. Kp equal to Kc to the power of RT delta n. So n value we have already calculated. A minus x plus b minus 3x plus 2x. By simplification we are getting, this is the formula. A plus b minus 2x. So what I will know, I will know PV equal to nRT. From that RT is equal to PV by n. Kindly follow. PV by n. So what I am now going to substitute here, Kp equal to, so I can substitute now 4s squared v squared. Kindly follow here. 4s squared v squared, that is the k values, divided by a minus x b minus 3x whole cube, that is kc. And kp value, I am writing this. What is kp? We have already seen the a plus b minus 2v in terms of the pv by n I have written. That is, this is the whole square. So, I am inverting because it is the plus values, I am putting in the reverse one. This is minus to the power of minus. So 4s squared v squared by a minus x b minus 3x whole cube into pv by n to the power of minus 2. This is the value for that one. So what will happen next one? I am reversing this side. Kindly follow. I am reversing to get positive value. So I will write now Kp equal to 4s squared v squared by a minus x into b minus 3x. This is for Kc. So this is for Kp. N by Pv whole square. That is the corresponding delta n Rt. So this is the value. Kindly follow. So I can now substitute here. What is n? N value, this is a plus b minus x Pv whole square. Kindly follow. So I can get finally 4s squared into a plus b minus 2x whole squared divided by p squared into a minus x into b minus 3x whole cube is the correct answer for Kp. Now, what are the characteristic features of Kc and Kp? Equilibrium constant is applicable only when concentration of reactant products have attained the same equilibrium state. Number 2, the value of equilibrium constant is independent of initial concentration. Is independent of initial concentration of the reactant and product. Third one, the value of equilibrium constant depends on temperature. Is a temperature dependence. Lastly, the value of equilibrium constant for reverse reaction is equal to the inverse of the equilibrium constant for a forward reaction. At equilibrium, the rate of forward and backward will be equal. Now, the another important information that is not available in the Samachir, only in CBSE, that is predicting the direction of equation. We can able to predict at what direction a reaction will proceed. For that, what we need? We need two terms. One is equilibrium constant K, Kc and Kp. Kc, that is we know already. Kp, we know already. Then what is K? K means it's a constant not at equilibrium. Kindly follow. So, and the reaction coefficient Q, Qc and Qp. So I am introducing a new term, reaction coefficient, to help to predict the direction in which a given reaction will proceed at any stage. Kindly follow. The reaction coefficient is defined. Please follow. This is the most important. Reaction coefficient is defined as defined in the same way as equilibrium concept. That is ratio of the product divided by ratio of the reactants. Same way, except that the concentration are not necessary at equilibrium value. It is not taken at equilibrium. It may be initially, it may be finally. You take any place you take, but not at equilibrium. If you take that value, it's called Q. That is the reaction quotient. Kindly follow. Now, thus, for a general reaction AA plus BB reversible or CC DC, QC is equal to, that is equilibrium constant at any stage other than equilibrium. So, C to the power of C, D to the power of D, A to the power of B, and B to the power of A, B to the power of B. Kindly follow. Now, please follow. If QC greater than Kc, the reaction will proceed in the direction of reactant. reverse reaction takes place. If QC is greater than KC, a reverse reaction takes place. If QC lesser than KC, forward reaction takes place. If QC equal to KC, that is, the reaction mixture is already at equilibrium. Very, very important, kindly follow. So we are able to predict, whether reaction is forward or backward with the help of quotient QC. Kindly follow. Now, the relationship between K, Q and G, I want to give in the thermodynamic point of view. Sometime question may be there. According to thermodynamics, delta G equal to delta G naught plus RT ln K. RT ln Q quotient. But if delta G equal to negative, we have seen already in the thermodynamics, spontaneous process, it is negative. Then the reaction is spontaneous and proceed in the forward reaction. If delta is positive, then the reaction is non-spontaneous, proceed in the backward reaction. If delta is 0, then the reaction is in equilibrium. All these things at thermodynamics we have seen. So now we will derive now the relationship. At equilibrium, delta G equal to 0, then Q equal to K. Therefore, delta G equal to delta G naught, RT ln K equal to 0, or RT ln K equal to minus delta G 0, going other side, or ln K equal to minus delta 0 by RT. Taking antilog on both sides, I can get K equal to e to the power of delta G naught by RT. So I am getting a very good equation. Kindly follow. The relationship between K, Q and G we can. Kindly follow. Thus, the reaction spontaneously can be interpreted in terms of values of delta 0. If delta G less delta 0 dot, if delta G less than 0, that is negative, then minus delta 0 or RT should be positive. Or that is positive. e to the power of minus delta 0 RT is greater than 1, making K is greater than 1, which implies spontaneous. If delta 0 G equal to greater than 0, that is negative value, then minus delta 0 RT equal to negative e to the power of delta minus delta 0 RT, that is less than 1, making K less than 1, which implies non-spontaneous. I hope, dear students, we have come to the conclusions. So, very, very thanks for your kind cooperation for me. Dear students, when you are looking into the video, that is NEET Chemistry by Dr. R. Gunasekaran in the YouTube, when you are seeing, kindly share, like, share and subscribe button please press. Students who are waiting for to write NEET examinations, NEET entrance examination conducted by India, Government of India, +1, +2 or +2 completed students, I have a good news for you. We, the Vetri Coaching Center in Pondicherry, we have a online, platform named Vetri.us, Vetri Namade, Vetri.us. You go inside the home page, view our achievement for the last 20 years. From that, you can come to the conclusion. Every year, 15 to 20 students are going through our the center to JIPMER for the last 20 years. And also, 150 to 200 students are going to other colleges. Every year, the Pondicherry first rank only we are getting. The other important thing, regarding Vetri.us, I want to give two important information. One is that it has 200 lessons, recorded video lesson. You can stop and take notes. And also 200 unit tests you have. 200 unit tests, each unit have 2 tests. For example, now we are seeing now the equilibrium, means equilibrium, there will be 2 tests, 2 unit tests for equilibrium. Then you can raise a question. How we have taken question? The questions we have taken is from 20 years of question papers of IIT, AIMS, AIPMT, MSET Andhra, the AIFMC. From these, we have taken and we have given questions. And another important feature of our Vetty datas is, after writing the test, if you want to view, so a menu is given as a review. Kindly follow. This review is not available in any online site in India. Because if you click review, after attending the test, after submitting the complete, click the complete, you will get the mark out of, so for example, 200 each unit, 45 into 4, 200. So 200, suppose 180 marks. 180 marks, suppose you are getting some 160. So 20 marks you are not getting. So where you have lost, if you want to find out, so click review menu. First question number 1 will open. You will have question, you will have option A, option B, option C, option D. So your answer is A. A will be option, will be in yellow color. Sorry, blue color. This is in blue color. Your option will be in blue color. Correct answer, suppose D is in yellow color. Please follow. So what is the advantage? You can identify yourself in which case you have done mistake. In all other cases, you cannot identify this. This is number 1 advantage. Number 2, each after the correct answer, below we are having a recorded solution we are giving. Not the typed matter. Recorded. What's recorded? 10 to 15 minutes it will run the video, giving full detail answer will be given by each professor. This is also important feature of Vetty datas, different from other online coaching. And third most important feature, we are very collecting low cost, only 10,000 rupees per year. Only 10,000 rupees per year for 4 subjects we are collecting. But all others are in lakhs they are collecting. But we are superior in quality in all the cases and collecting only 10,000. So please, my dear students, kindly join with us and get more than 600 marks out of 720 and become doctors. Thank you. So how to pay? Let me give you an idea. So if you want to pay only 10,000 rupees per year in the name of Santi Indian Bank, account number 71271941, IFSC code IDIB000P134, and any other information you contact my number 9894176425. Thank you. We will see you in the next class.